Hello, this is Dr. Mark Baxter of Baxter Health Center in Las Vegas, Nevada, where I've practiced natural integrative health care for the last 30 years. It's challenging these days to stay in the cutting edge of therapy and treatments for patients because medical science is always changing. And if you don't make a concerted effort to learn and grow, you'll be left in the dust. And unfortunately, there's an epidemic of these problems out there. There's an epidemic of body composition problems. There's an epidemic of diabetes. Diabetes is increasing at tremendous rates. There's an epidemic of autoimmune disease, which is now the #3 killer in our country. There's an epidemic of hormonal imbalances. And if you don't stay on top of these things, then you can't help patients, and they suffer needlessly. So over the last 4 years alone, I've gone to over 300 hours of classes. I've read countless books. I listened to MP3 recordings of seminars in my car as I'm headed to work and going home each day, because I find with repeated exposure, listening to the same lecture over and over again, each time I listen to it, I get a little bit more out of it. And very often, I'll listen to a class on my way home, and I'll pick up just one little nugget that helps me with that one patient that's been a particular challenge lately, and it makes it all worthwhile. So I just love to go to classes. I go to classes on hormone balance and how hormones relate to the neurotransmitters of the brain, and how the neurotransmitters relate to mood and emotions, and how your mood and emotions relate to the types of foods that you crave, and how the foods that you eat affect your body composition, and how your body composition affects your hormone balance. So it all comes together. And that's how these things have to be dealt with. When you go to a doctor that just looks at sex hormones, or just looks at adrenal hormones, or just looks at thyroid hormones, or just looks at mood and emotions, they don't see the whole picture. And you really need a holistic, integrative approach to be able to deal with these issues appropriately. Now, by holistic and integrative approach, what I am referring to is an emerging specialized form of medicine referred to as functional medicine. In functional medicine, we look at the complex web of interrelationships between different bodily systems and how they all affect each other. How the hormones affect the gut, how the gut affects the hormones, how they affect neurotransmitters, how that affects body composition, how that affects your immune system, how the immune system affects the musculoskeletal system, how these things affect inflammation, how inflammation promotes all the diseases of aging. And actually, the term diseases of aging is a misnomer. It doesn't have anything to do with how old you are. It has to do with how long you've been doing too many of the wrong things, and how long you've been doing not enough of the right things. And all these things are modifiable with diet and lifestyle and nutritional supplements. You just have to know what to do. You have to have a coach to help guide you along the way. If you're ready for me to help you with your health challenges, you can call me at 702-891-8833. Again, that's 702-891-8833. This is Dr. Mark Baxter from Baxter Health Center in Las Vegas, Nevada. I look forward to serving your needs.